Hi guys, I'm back with more hauls. I have purchased a number of things actually. This is from the Frantic Stamper. They are a company that is out of Oregon. I'm looking for their website to see if I can share it with you. See if I have it. It's the franticstamper.com. Nope, it's franticstamper.com. That's what it is. They don't have it. It's at the top of my invoice, but I don't want to show you my address, so hold on a second. And I will sort of show it to you in a way that doesn't expose all my info. Okay. Let's see. Will it focus? There we go. franticstamper.com. That's their website. And they do carry a lot of different products. They have their own designs. And apparently they even have their own subscription to a magazine. So who knew? So I went actually looking for some memory box dies. These were not on any particular sale or anything like that. I was just looking for some dies and decided to purchase these. These are teeny tiny. But here's the first thing I got. This is a, let's see, thank you stamp set from the Frantic Stamper. So this is a free gift. It says, "A million thanks aren't enough for being so amazing. You're the bestest." You're the bestest. So that was the freebie. And then here's my memory box, continuing with my teeny tiny designs that they had. Let's see if I can show them all to you at one time. Lots of these are Christmas ones. Look at this tiny tag. This tag is really small. There's my fingernail. It's about as big as my fingernail. What can you stamp into that? Maybe a high. Maybe something I have really small. Who knows? I had to get it. This is a set of antlers. I probably have a rabbit or a little reindeer that's probably begging for some antlers. Who knows? These were $2.50 each. Little ice skate. And I had shown some very small ones before, but these are, you know, along those same lines. Here's a little teacup or coffee cup for my gingers, because I'm just like that. And then little pair of mittens. Now, I have a pair of mittens that are small, but I think these are even smaller than the smallest ones I have now. So mittens. Let me see. I'm pretty sure those were just called what they are. Tiny cup, tiny tag, tiny mittens, tiny ice skate, and tiny antlers. That's what it says on my particular invoice. All right. These have the names, and these are the actual sizes of the dies, so I'm not going to take them out unless I feel like I need to show you something. This one's baking up fun. These are all memory box, so you can see there's a measuring cup, there's a regular cup, or it could be a measuring cup, a little bowl, 2 sizes of mixing spoons, and a baking sheet. This one is called Scallop Cake Stand. And there's different sizes of cake stands. Now, they are really tiny. So, can you imagine little tiny cookies sitting on here? Cute. That's why I got it. I got this egg die. And this egg die is called Half a Dozen Eggs. Now, one of the things that they do for memory box, and I don't think this one, oh yeah, it does. They will tell you if they have coordinating dies that go with it. I did not buy any of these dies, but I saw some of them. So if you're interested, there are some designs that will fit to this particular solid egg die. So it's a nesting set of 6. And they also tell you their sizes. So this is the sizes that are on the actual dies themselves. All right, some hearts. So I went looking for other things, right? Stitched cross-stitch hearts. You can see there's little hash marks in them. So heart shapes are one of the things I love the most in dies. And then here's the cross stitch with my heart with, I don't know why I said that. Cross stitch my heart is what this one's called. And there's 4 in here. nesting sets. And these are layers. They're not frames. They're layers. So you can see here's the die sizes here. And I don't think there's any, yeah, there's no coordinating dies listed. So this doesn't coordinate with anything in particular that they had at the time. And you can see here's the name and the number. There's this one too. This is double stitch happy heart cutout. Now, I didn't buy these to coordinate, and I looked to see if they actually are they're very similar in shape, by the way. They do not match up, so don't think that they go together, because they don't. This is, and I'll show you this die because it's really cool. It is a set of dies that does a double hash line outside of the die cut. So you could cut a window into the front of your card, and you'll be left with the little hash marks around the window. But you can pop that window right back in if you want, or you can make a shaker. Up to you. And there's 4 layers here. So there's the number and the name. All right. So there's that. And then the final one, this one I'd seen on Jill's channel, she said she uses this, periodically. I did not have something like this, cross-stitch framed borders. Again, this is, they say it's frame borders, but it's really not a frame. It's gonna cut a solid layer. Because when I think of frame, I think of just the outline like this. This is what I think of as a frame. But when you die cut this, it cuts the whole piece of paper. There's no hole in it. You could make a hole in it if you want with another die like this. Just, tape them together so you can line them up. But this is not a frame per se in terms of when you die cut it. It's going to cut you a layer of paper that has little X's all the way around. So just so you know, it says frame in the name, but it's not. So that is the last of my Frantic Stamper haul. Now, if you look at this, it says works with 99127 cross stitch frames die. I don't have that die. I didn't even look it up to see what it was, because I don't know if it's listed on their website like that. But I can look it up now by that number and see what that looks like. So those are the items from the Frantic Stamper. The last thing I got to share with you are these buttons. And these are all buttons that I purchased from one seller that had a bunch of these buttons that Paper Tray Ink used to sell. I never bought any of their buttons. But this is easier to match to their cardstock. So she had a good amount of buttons that were in her stash that she was getting rid of. And I have some projects coming up that are going to need some coordinating buttons to come soon. Hint, hint. So I think this is Aqua Mist, Simply Chartreuse, and maybe some of their other green colors that are matching. This one has some of the Melon Berry and the Sweet Blush. See, I know the colors of the ink, but Harvest Gold, Lemon Tart, that kind of colorway here. And then, of course, more of the oranges in here again. So these are, again, this is like a craft color. I needed some of these colors for some projects I'm going to be doing pretty soon. And she had them at a great price, and she shipped them very quickly. So I got these from a D-Stash group on Facebook. It's one of the Paper Tray ones. I know that because since they're all Paper Tray buttons, well, quote-unquote paper tray buttons. She bought them from there. She actually had them in the jars. I didn't want the jars because that was going to make the price of the postage go higher, and I wasn't going to store them in the jars anyway, so didn't need them. But anyway, that's my haul, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.